The Western Conference Finals, Game 4. The visiting team have simply been on a rampage, storming through the finals, and with a commanding 3-0 lead, they now have a chance to do what very few teams have even dreamed of. Can they sweep their way to the Larry O'Brien Trophy in a Game 4 against the home team? The quest for the best in the West continues. Coming up next.
Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. One team with its back against the wall. The other with a chance for a spot in the finals. Can it go to a Game 5? We'll have to see. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of...
That's a great story, D.A. Thanks.
Here we go.
Now Clark. Now the starting group for the visitors. Lets it go with a three. Drills it from outside. Greg, they're on the ropes, but I think they're playing for pride tonight. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, where's your head at? Are you ready to start that summer vacation? Or are you determined not to go quiet?
Tell you what, I can't argue with the result, but a little unnecessary to go to the off-balance shot there.
Inside. It's blocked, and he recovers it. And that one is good.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown. 5 points in the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Cloak loose. Here he goes.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Catchings. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Clark, a strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Clark's got 7 points.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
To the wing on the left. Bangs home the trifecta.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. They lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. And so here's the home team. They trail by 3. They've got Young. He's out there with Smith. And it's Catchings in at the center. On the wing. Pass to Newman. Shakes him. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Young finds Smith. From deep. It's hauled in by Newman. Ball's knocked loose.
Substitution on the court.
.119 left in the first half of the game. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Newman's got his first basket of the night.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it. Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
50 seconds left here in the second. Clark with a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer. Clark's got 10 points in the game.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
So let's see how they play the clock.
That bucket in no time at all. He's got 20.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint.
Timeout.
3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half of basketball, and it's good for 2.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
It's up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. He has 6.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
From outside the arc, it's good from long range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
The tray drains it from beyond the arc.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand toe punch.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Leading by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Thanks for joining our halftime broadcast here in Game 4, where it's been a strong start.
The way games are played these days, sometimes it feels like a three-point contest. Man, I wish I was playing in this era. But anyway, but credit these guys. They're not just taking them, they're making them.
Awesome performance so far. We'll see if the basket looks just as big to them in the second half. They're 0 for 3 in the series. Kenny, what should they do to stave off elimination?
They got to take a long look in the mirror and figure out which vacation spot they're going. In other words, they're toast, Ernie.
Listen, I don't need to break out the crystal ball to tell you how this ends. They have to white flag up, and the season is on the clock.
A lot of metaphors there, but I get the gist. Speaking of toast, what do you prefer on toast, Kenny?
Jam, no butter.
Shaq?
Jam, jelly.
What's the difference between jam and jelly, Shaq?
I have no
Jam
idea.
don't shake like that.
That's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Final. Here's the 3. Good on the triple. He's got 29 points.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
They swipe it. Goes up. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
A mind-boggling 79% out the floor. There's the pick. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. For the three. A three-pointer is right on target.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 7.
But we'll come at us, and we're coming right back at
you. A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Beyond the arc, it falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And really deep through that time.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Fast break, here we go. Shoots from 12, and the shot goes in.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Takes it inside. That one good for 2.
I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Wide open, couldn't capitalize. 1 second left. No good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Leading by 14. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. To the right side. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
They've got Smith. And it's Perry in at the power forward. The 3 buries the long-range jumper.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Has been sensational. 75% for the game. From the arc, connects from 3-point range.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
1:27 left to play here in the 4th. Wasted no time on that one.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
It's deflected. Smith outside. Pulls up on the wing. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Smith's got his first 2 points.
That one's going to be the final dagger. And these guys can now celebrate.
And they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate a dominant performance in what's going to be a blowout win.
A nice shot by Perry.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Hits it from 3-point range.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Three-pointer. Nailed from three-point land.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Here's Newman. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
And that's going to do it for this series. They'll move on.
You know, they had to battle through the very tough Western Conference, but they were able to survive the test and earn a trip to the final.
From day one, this was their goal. Make it to the finals. But really, this is just the beginning for them.
Exactly. And, you know, they'll take a moment to kind of bask in victory here, but it won't be a long one. They know they've got a very tough opponent coming for them out of the East, and they're going to get straight to business in terms of prep for the finals.
Still, they get to celebrate tonight, and they've earned it as champions of the West. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.